I want them to take us to the terminal rate, which I think is 5. Is it 5.25? Is it 4.75? Whatever. Get us there and then stop. I do believe there are enough market forces that prevent the Fed from getting there quickly. So I appreciate that. I obviously believe the Fed is late. There's no question. I also think they've done too little. You've heard me talk about that for 9 or 10 months. But I will say, I think we're almost there, where we can see the top of the mountain. We still have work to do. The last 100 basis points, the last 125 basis points will be difficult. We will slow down, right? There's less oxygen the higher up the mountain you get. So I'm guessing 50 on December 13th, 25, 25, 25. We're done. And then we see just how strong the economy is. So again, the other thing that Mohammed talks about, and I've mentioned it in passing, but I think it is very, very important. Our participation rate is a problem. It just is. It's a freaking problem. Do you guys know that the participation rate, right, in the employment numbers that we reported last week, the same report in 2000, the participation rate was 67%. 2019, pre-pandemic, participation rate was 63.4. Today, after last week's report, it is down again to 62.1. We have 1.7 or 1.6 openings for every person not working. Companies are still competing for talent. You and I talk about all these tech layoffs. They are being absorbed into other companies. Maybe they're not getting all the fancy stuff that Facebook and Google and Apple give you, but they're employed, right? These 10,000 here, 11,000 there. Most of them are being employed within 30 days, and they got a severance. The job market is stronger. Maybe they're not making 250, maybe they're making 180, but they are employed. So we have to fix this. If our participation rate keeps going down, there will be, without question, a wage inflation spiral. It just mathematically has to happen. And then you think about that and you bring manufacturing back. This is why I keep hammering this point. Inflation is 3 blocks. There's the easy block, there's the hard block, and then there's the very, 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 very hard block. And wages are in the bottom. Very, 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 very hard. We are structurally changing our economy, which is great news long term, but it will cause inflation to be sticky at or around 4%. I do not see the Fed cutting 1 iota next year, but like you, we will see shortly. Oh, Billionaire Barry. Billionaire Barry. All I got to say, folks, is we got one right. We nailed it. Guys, if you don't know who I'm talking to, I believe I referenced Barry Sternlicht. I believe I got that name correct. If I mispronounced it, it was not intentional. Barry Sternlicht. I've talked about him twice on the daily financial news in the last 30 days. Billionaire Barry is the CEO and founder of Starwood. I want to make sure I get this right. Starwood Capital, I think. Where is it? Anyway, yeah, I think it's Starwood Capital. No, yeah, Starwood Capital. Anyways, remember, he was on TV begging for a Fed pivot. Barry went on CNBC with PowerPoint, folks. He was so stressed. You could see it, or at least I saw it in his eyes and his voice. He was in pain. He was Warren Buffett's swimming naked. Yes, folks, even billionaires can swim naked. What has happened to good old Billionaire Barry in the last 2 weeks? 1, his mortgage company has filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Kaput. Number 2, just yesterday, Barry's REIT has stopped redemptions. Barry's REIT is the second largest behind Blackstone, which we talked about yesterday. Good old Barry, Billionaire Barry. You were swimming naked, and we called you on it, and we were right. Folks, there are more billionaires who are billionaires on paper, who have the wrong debt structure, who took risk capital. They're in pain, and the Fed is causing it. So when Billionaire Barry came on CNBC and you and I said, I think there's a little bit behind that. You and I were right. Billionaire Barry, lots of pain. 2023 surprises. Guys, can you believe that 2023 is almost here? I can't. It's been an amazing year this far. I am looking forward to 2023. 2023 is going to be an awesome year because we're ready. We're doing the work. We are finding motivated sellers. I'm ecstatic for it because you have been watching me get prepared for this all year. I'm ecstatic for it. You can get ready, but we are going to have some fun. We are going to get some deals done. But here are some. This was from Standard Charter. Standard Charter puts out a list of 8 things that are possibly surprises that no one is planning for. So I got a couple of them for you here. Again, shout out Standard Charter. Number 1, excuse me, oil to crash to $40 a barrel because the horrible atrocities happening in Europe are over. Pieces come, rebuilding, all of that. Oil to $40. Next, NASDAQ 100, which you and I both know is a tech-laden index. The tech-laden index of the NASDAQ 100 could drop 50% as more and more investors go to value, and we find out that some of these tech companies have no path to profitability. Next, food to drop 15%. Wouldn't that be amazing? Oil drops, food drops. Why does food drop? Same reason as oil. The atrocities happening in Europe are resolved. Peace. Everybody goes home. We stay inside our own borders. So again, we get that thing resolved in 2023, which you and I have to hope for. Have to. It's just the right thing to do. Food and oil could collapse. I hope these absolutely happen. The other thing Standard Charter talked about is Bitcoin. Bitcoin to fall to 5,000. I think today it's like 17,000 or something. I saw Jamie Dimon talk about crypto coins today. It kind of chuckled. On CNBC, he said all of these crypto tokens are like pet rocks. I'm like, I think the pet rock might be worth more. Now this, in fairness, he was referring to all these altcoins and all of these scams and all of these things, but I thought the pet rock analogy was dead on. Bridgewater is somebody that we follow, right? This is Ray Dalio's former company. He stepped down recently. Bridgewater Associates Chief Investment Strategist, Rebecca Patterson. She believes and is positioning Bridgewater for the Fed to get to 5% terminal rate. Where have we heard that before? And she believes that they are going to stay at 5% all year unless, she gave herself an out, unless we have severe economic weakness. I'm not giving myself an out. I believe we get to 5% Fed funds rate and we stay there all year. Next up, I got a bonus for you. So consider this a 6, consider this a bonus, whatever you want. Toll Brothers reports after the bell today. So 1:15 or something Pacific. Toll Brothers, if you don't know who they are a home builder. I would call them a luxury home builder. You have heard me talk about the luxury market being dead. So what I'm going to be looking for in Toll Brothers is what is their cancellation rate? How much discounting, they may call it incentives, are they offering? I would love to see if Toll Brothers talks about regions. I believe the West Coast, trouble. The Midwest, okay. The Southeast, probably okay. So I'll be wondering if Toll Brothers breaks down different geographic regions. 4, what are their construction or building or unit plans? I expect Toll Brothers to revise their building plans. For example, maybe they plan to build, I'm going to make up a number, 1,000 homes in 2023. Now, given what's going on, they're going to build 700. They're not going to stop. That's not what builders do, but they can really ratchet down. Also, is Toll Brothers going to copy other builders and do build for rent? I don't think they will, but basically, is Toll Brothers doing anything to their business to get through the next year? I'll be looking forward to that. And then lastly, What are they doing with all of their land? A lot of builders have options on land. We've talked about some builders, I think Lennar canceling 10,000 lots in Tennessee. I think we talked about that like 6 weeks ago. Has Toll started to cancel options on land? Toll Brothers is going to give us a very, very good insight because they are in the epicenter of pain and they report after hours today. A couple other things I got. What else do I got? Oh, AutoZone reported before the bell, beat top line, beat bottom line. Actually had higher same-store sales. Signet Jewelers beat top line, beat bottom line. Same-store sales fell 7%. Black Knight put out some mortgage origination numbers for, what was it for, October? Yeah, October. The average rate at the end of October was 7.06. Purchase, refi demand, 86% of mortgages were purchased, 14 refi. That is a cycle low for refinance. Average credit score was 723, and average loan to value was 81%. So these are all from Black Knight. You can go to blackknight.com. All you have to do is look for the mortgage origination. It's actually a 13-slide PowerPoint. Pretty well done. So shout out to the team at Black Knight. All right, guys, have an amazing day. Today is the day for Three Amigos. We also got Brian Lebo. We got other exciting discussions today. Have an amazing day. Like, subscribe, comment, and please go to ORAT Shorts, ORAT, ORAAT Shorts, and subscribe. I think we're up to 50 or 60 subscribers. I have a goal of getting that up to 10,000. So if you can go to ORAT Shorts and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Bye-bye.